Around the world, around the world, around the world. I am a potato, I am a potato and I'm potato.
Threatening messages, but they're all being taken seriously, all
I
being
don't know
watched
what
very
that
closely, and this is not the place to try a copycat type of activity.
You told CNN earlier that far-right public figures that promoted
I guess
life
just like
replacement theory are
Brian
complicit in these
McCool
murders. Obviously,
I don't want
they
to know.
will deny that. What does accountability look like to you in that regard?
I think one way accountability looks is to ban that kind of hate speech, that kind of misinformation on public airwaves, in social media, on the internet. It should not be allowed. False information, hateful information, attempts to indoctrinate people in different forms of hate and violence on the internet and on the airwaves of this
I don't know what to do.
nation should just absolutely be banned. It should not be tolerated. It should be denounced.
Should I just say I don't know how
I
to
appreciate your time tonight.
I can't even know how to make it. See, I just don't know what OC to make.
Coming up next, a former top FBI official on the challenges of preventing these mass killings in a social media environment and political climate that many, including Mayor Brown, feel encourages them. Later,
Anyways, yeah.
almost unimaginable bravery against all odds, the 82-day siege at a steelmaking complex in Mariupol, that and growing Russian losses elsewhere, and possible new members for NATO. Former NATO Supreme Allied Commander General Wesley Clark joins us ahead.
Take on your wild world in style.
Like pulsing electric shocks, sharp stabbing pains, or an intense burning sensation. What is this nightmare? It's how some people describe shingles, a painful blistering rash that can interrupt your life for weeks. Forget social events and weekend getaways. If you've had chickenpox, the virus that causes shingles is already inside of you. If you're 50 years or older, ask your doctor or pharmacist about shingles.
There he is. There he is. Combining your stuff is hard. Combining your TV with Dish? Easy. Prime Video. Live TV and streaming apps all in one place with Dish.
When you have auto glass damage, trust SafeLink. This dad and daughter were driving when they got a crack in their windshield. He wouldn't take his car just anywhere, so he brought it to SafeLink. We replaced the windshield and recalibrated their car's advanced safety system, so features like automatic emergency braking will work properly. All right, I'll finish.
I don't know what to do.
Stay safe,
No.
SafeLink. Schedule now.
SafeLink repair, SafeLink replace.
Figure out what
Our
it's gonna
confident
do
forever
with.
plan is possible with a CFP professional.
A CFP professional
Whatever.
can help you build a complete financial plan. Visit letsmakeaplan.org to find your CFP professional. Downton Abbey, A New Era is triumphant entertainment. This is Downton at its lavishly entertaining best.
It's perfect.
Downton Abbey, A New Era. Rated PG.
Might it not be better with a big romantic climax?
The must-see motion picture event only in theaters Friday.
There is no pecan chicken salad sandwich quite like this one. Nope. This Arby's made-to-order masterpiece can't be topped. Except very literally by honey wheat bread. Arby's, we have the meat.
Try and use like more
Hybrid
of the
work
hack
is here. It's
since I
there.
don't
It's
use them that
everywhere.
often.
But for someone to be able to work from here, there has to be someone here, making sure everything is safe, secure, consistent. So log in from here, or here, assured that someone is here, ready to fix anything, anytime, anywhere, even here. That's because nobody, and I mean nobody, makes hybrid work better. Cisco, bridge to possible.
Nicorette knows quitting smoking is freaking hard. You get advice like try hypnosis or quit cold turkey. Instead, start small with Nicorette, which can lead to something good. Start stopping with Nicorette. Unlimited cashback match. Only from Discover.
For just a little bit more, I can get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so. You should use consumer selling. You have everything you need, nothing you don't. I'll throw in this tiny little thing. Car wash voucher. Ha! Light up so expensive.
Awesome. Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
We touched on this earlier this evening when the alleged killer's weapons were covered in racist language, including the phrase "White Lives Matter" and the N-word. We've spoken as well about the white replacement theory ideology that the killer apparently believed and wrote about in his rant, which he apparently plagiarized portions of. I'll get some perspective now from someone with long experience dealing with extremism and domestic terrorism, including the capture of Eric Rudolph, the Atlanta Centennial pork bomber. I'm joined by former FBI Assistant Director Chris Wecker. Chris, based on what we've seen and heard so far, could this attack have somehow been prevented? I mean, there were certainly red flags. This person was, known to police and mental health professionals.
Yeah, Anderson, most of these mass shooters are flashing red, especially the young ones like this. Where you look at Parkland, you look at here, these are young people who are, at that age where they're pretty vulnerable to media influences, social networking influences, social media sites, etc. In this case, he wasn't being flashing red. He wrote about a murder-suicide in his senior year of high school. And that got law enforcement's attention. He also showed up in the last day of school in a full hazmat outfit. He was acting bizarre a year ago. Always had some sort of fascination with guns. He was evaluated from a mental health standpoint, and apparently whoever did the evaluation didn't see a threat. And that's in light of the fact that New York has a red flag law, which is a great tool for law enforcement. If they see someone who presents a danger, they can go and get what's sort of the equivalent of a restraining order that will prevent them from getting weapons. But somehow he fell through the cracks. He got his hands on an AR-15 extended magazine and went in and did a most heinous act. And I think it was predictable and it was preventable.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot we don't know about his family and stuff. From the early reports that we have, one of the guns found in his car was given to him by his dad for his birthday recently, which I'm not sure why he would give a gun to somebody who was put on who had some mental health issues and was hospitalized and interviewed by police previously.
I don't know,
In the last hour, we talked to a professor who studies extremism, Kathleen Ballou. She ran this guy's, diatribe, 180-page diatribe through a plagiarism program. Found passages that were lifted directly from the one of the shooter in Christ.